Today, we're going to play around with my main. Last night, I was able to get to 110, so maximum level for Talnadris, my Blood Elf Mage. He has been a Fire Mage from level 100 to 110, and along the way, I managed to pick up the other weapons. You can see here, I'm wearing my Arcane weapon. So what I'm going to do with you today is I'm going to show you each of the weapons. I'll start off like this. You can see it really big. So I'm going to enter the world, and then when I get in the world, I'll switch weapons, and I'll log back out again so you can see each weapon in big detail. And that's done by changing your specs. Now, I don't know if this will be the way it is in the live server, but right now, currently on the beta, you don't need to go to a spec trainer, and you don't need dust or any kind of material to change your talents. I hope it preserves. I love it as a feature. So we'll switch to the fire, and it's basically just asking if I want to do it. It'll change, and after the change happens, it'll automatically select your weapon and change your button bars to whatever you set them up to be. I think there may even be a gear thing that it does as well, so it might actually remember the entirety of the state of the character as it switches. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this weapon in big form. We'll log out for a second. You see the beautiful Fire Mage weapon. This is Fellow Malorn. It just looks incredible. And you can see the offhand. Every time you get a one-handed weapon or a one-handed item of some kind, they'll always fill your other hand. And you don't actually carry two pieces. You only carry one piece in your inventory. So that's a nice feature. Let's go back inside the... by the way, we're in the Mage class halls here. Nice artwork there. We'll also switch over and show you the Frost one here. And then we're going to go take a little bit closer look at each of these weapons while we're getting all set up behind the scenes. The goal today in doing our dungeoning and leveling and questing is to help my friend Devox, who's also known as Devanella on the main realms, as a disciplined priest. We want to see her get to 110 and just have some fun. So we're going to do that as well with the broadcast. But while we're getting that ready, I just wanted to show you these beautiful weapons on the mage. During the questing and dungeoning, I will be changing specs to show off the different specs and how they work. One thing I will say is that each weapon has a deep requirement of artifact power that you get from doing quests, killing rares, finding chests that are out sprinkled in the world, doing dungeons and raids, and other things like that. Artifact power is a resource, and it takes a while to accumulate. So, if you play all three of your weapons and you constantly change around, you're going to be a jack of all trades and a master of none kind of thing with your weapon. But if you focus in on one spec, you might get that weapon completely filled out and then be able to really see the true, what that particular spec is meant to do. So it's really up to you on how you want to do it and how much time you want to commit. For the purposes of the beta, I'm really going to grind the fire weapon in every chance I have to absorb up and build that weapon up. But I'm also looking at the other two weapons, and if I start to notice a trend in, say, DPS, like maybe as I slowly level up the other weapons organically, and I start to notice that, say, maybe Arcane outdoes Fire, or maybe Frost, I might make a switch. The whole point of these leveling videos is for me to figure out which character I'm going to play in the main live servers in this fall's release, and also which spec. So this is all like a fact-finding mission. Currently, the competition is down to the mages. The mage here I'm really liking. The druid I'm really liking a lot. And then it kind of gets a little bit murky down in here. I'm really considering doing a priest. In general, I think I'm going to definitely have to do a healer because right now the state of healing feels like they're going to be very few and far between. And that's going to actually limit the number of parties that can be formed, the number of dungeon runs, looking for group, and looking for raid, and even team raids. And so I feel if I bank down on a healer, it's going to definitely guarantee a raid spot and make my guild master and my raid leaders extremely happy. That being said, let's go back in and take a look a little bit more at Talnadris while we get ready to help Devanella get to 110. So, what you do with the weapon here is in the middle of the class hall. It's a little too subtle for me, Blizzard. I kind of, if Blizzard happens to watch, I'd be flattered. But this forge is a little too subtle if you don't know what you're looking for. When it pops up, it looks really great. And I like the pop-up, but I just think that maybe there ought to be the surrounding area ought to make it really feel like this thing is something you can click on. You can see here, Ebb and Chill uses Frost and Arcane power. It's a mixture of the different abilities, and it has a locked relic slot that we cannot get to just yet. We will need to complete the Mage Order campaign to get to that third slot. You start off with Ebb and Bolt, which is an ability. Every weapon will give you one ability. This is the ability you get at the beginning, and then you unlock it by adding 1 point, and then you slowly build your way up this tree of life looking thing. It looks pretty much like the Kabbalah. Here we got, like, you can see it's 325 artifact power, and what will happen is as you level up, the artifact power requirement gets bigger and bigger. The weapon itself has a level. You can see this is a level or a rank 1, and that rank comes with a stamina boost. You can see that you have to make choices early on about which way you're going to go, because these add up. It starts to get, in order to get to the next link, I have to get all 3 of these filled. And it starts to really cost a lot to get deep into this tree all the way down to here. So the good news is that on the beta, you can go find a person who can reset your points. Ooh, look, there's another quest over here for the mage. Oh, it hasn't refreshed. Let me refresh my... Delilah's reminded me that the monitor here didn't refresh just yet. Let's try it again. So, alright, so I don't know what that was. Memories of Ebb and Chill. Ooh, wow, I bet you if I switch to different specs, maybe we will get another quest. I'm going to do that in just a bit. Let me go back to looking at the Frost Staff. I promised that we would do that. So the Frost specialization itself gives you these abilities, and then you also get Ebb and Bolt at the beginning, and you go up, and so the mega abilities here is it's cold outside. Your water elementals, Water Bolt, has a 10% chance to generate charges of Fingers of Frost. Currently in my spec, in my talent tree, I am doing Lonely Winter, which is like Lone Wolf in the Hunter thing, where I don't have to carry a pet around. You know, I know maybe this makes I'm not a good person to be a Frost Mage, but I don't like the pet. I don't like having to remember it's not up. That happens a lot. I don't like having to monitor it if it accidentally pulls something, turn it to passive to get it back to me. I just don't like doing the pet thing. It's the same thing with my Warlock, and it's the same thing with my Hunter. I tend to shy away from pets that I have to control right now. I will probably pick up and adapt to that game style as we go, but that's the way it is. So I went with Lonely Winter. If I had Lonely Winter up here, there's no way that I would want to put ranks into here. This is what I mean, is you got to evaluate what you're wanting to do and think ahead into your future. If you plan on going this route, you're going to want to have that not selected, and there's other ways that these things interact with each other in different classes and in different specs. And it can be expensive, and even though you can refund your points, at least in the beta you can, each time you refund your points, you lose a percentage, and the percentage, I believe, gets bigger over time. Hi, Orpheus! What were you saying about the person who can reset the artifact? Okay, so Orpheus, if you're still watching, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Over here is a place where we can find... sorry, I think I went the wrong way. Well, what I was saying about the person who can reset the artifact here is I can come over to a vendor. I'm trying to find him now. And what they will do is they will let you reset the points on your artifact. And let's see. It might be one of these people here. Oh, that's a little bit different. I will find him for you in this, in case you're still watching. And what the person will do is they will say, you know, it'll say something like refund the points on your artifact. And when you do that, it says, oh, I just want to remind you that if you do this, you're going to lose a little bit each time. And so what will happen is that you can go in, and it's kind of like a respec kind of thing. And it's like in a lot of RPGs, like I remember Mass Effect kind of did this thing too. And what it was like you did it, but then they're like, you know, you lose a little bit each time. So if you're really fickle and you do it a lot, then you're going to pay that penalty. Let's see if I can find the right vendor for this. This is Class Hall upgrade. Again,
I think that's why it's also good to keep all of your artifacts.
where is it?
If you don't think you're going to use them too.
Yeah, no matter what, you want to keep all of your artifact relics because you don't want to lose them, and you may be able to use them on an alternative gear. The other thing is that they are not soulbound. So you can actually sell these off to other people. I am having a heck of a time finding that particular vendor. Let's see if we can find them. Just plus, you get a nice little sneak peek of the hall. Look at that. You get a lot of more things at 110.
I love the way they're
A lot of NPCs here. So what I saw was like it looked good at first, but then it just kind of got. It's like, oh, if I do that too many times, that's going to suffer. So look, this is even a case of what we see here. You got placeholder, recruiter C, requisition a squad of units to fight on missions for you. Just to let you know what it's like over here on the beta. You still got some placeholders. Man, I don't know where that vendor is. I'm still trying to find him, people. And we'll just keep talking. I just keep telling you about the rest of this stuff while I look for him too.
What you want?
Yeah, that's a bummer. I thought it was right there next to the weapon. When you bring up your inventory, you can shift, right click, or left click. Oh, that's right click, and it'll bring up this button or this screen as well.
You seem troubled.
It's not him.
Speak freely.
It's not her.
Safe travels.
It's not that person. It's not a Lodi. Wow, I apologize. I thought it was right here. I'm not sure where that vendor is. I'll have to look for it.
Farewell.
No. If you yeah, the way the artifacts work here is that if I switch from spec to spec, it'll automatically select the artifact, and then it'll switch to it, and you don't lose any of your gems or any of your things as you go. However, if you do the reset, it'll refund your points, and then at a loss, and then it will let you reassign those points. But that being said, I can't seem to find the person to do that right now. So maybe if I ask him about the Forge of Guardians. Yeah, I am not sure. So Orpheus, if you're still on, what spec are you interested in seeing? I can play all 3 specs, and would be more than happy to switch over to whichever spec you want. See, let me switch to another spec here real quick, and just actually here. Another thing that's really neat about the Forge is that every Forge will put the weapon kind of floating above in a bigger mode. It's like it's no longer on me. And there's this thing here where you can unlock appearances. So the weapon itself has a variety of skins. Frost, so there you go. You're going to like this. We'll start off with Frost today. You can tell me what I did wrong. So what you see here is each of these squares is unlockable by different things. You get to a certain level, you can unlock one of them. You start off with the blue one. Then you complete your class order quest, and then you can get the green one. You bring back one of the pillars, you can get the next one. And then you complete a zone, you can get the next one. And you can see there, each of these are different colors. And then down here, you can see the ones we haven't unlocked yet. So what we've got is the complete the Mage class hall quest will give me Guardian's Focus. Actually, let me jack up the brightness on the display here. I need to find the display so you can get this a little bit brighter. And then I'll go to full screen as well in just a second. As soon as I can find the brightness and contrast setting. Wait, I think I know what to do. Mac.
Ooh, that one looks cool.
There we go. And we'll go to full screen. So you can see how beautiful this one looks. You can see the green, the purple, and the red for that. And then you can see each of these has a thing that you do. Look at the beauty of that one. Really, really cool looking. And then Archmage's Will. And you could they finally added the 4th criteria. This one on the bottom right there was hidden from many people. There's a whole new thing about prestige level. This is like leveling after leveling. It's not quite a rep grind. It's a completely different thing. So that's Frost. Real quick, because I promised it to the rest of the video people, I'm going to show you the other two weapons in the same manner. Switch over to specialization tab, and I will switch to Arcane next. So watch the action bars will change. All the way, every single thing. Now, I set a lot of these buttons up to the same, but you can see even my mounts, I kind of made them kind of, I'm not going to say class specific, but they're specs specific. They're just for fun. This one's a little more arcane themed. The other one, they're more fiery themed. So here we go. We'll bring up the arcane weapon. Also, you get a different kind of diagram here. You can see the big mega abilities, Mark of a Lunith. Rule of threes, 33% chance to fire 3 additional arcane missiles. Man, I will tell you, the artifact runes that you see up here will give you extra abilities. You can see that there's a little bit of a coloration around that ability because it is there because of this artifact that's here. And unfortunately, the icon isn't showing up in here. It's a little bit of a visual glitch they haven't fixed yet. And there's no frost artifact in here at all. These things give you bonuses. They give you item level. They give you a rank of a certain ability. Now, here's a neat thing. This one here is pretty awesome. The rule of threes is pretty awesome. These abilities are pretty cool. And they have a rank. See, if you went up over a certain rank here, maybe if you went to rank 4, that might actually get a little overpowered. But if you pick the right artifacts, you can put at least 1 point per into this. So it's possible if you find the right artifact, even though this says 0 out of 3, you can jack it up to 0 out of 5. The way it works for our unlocking artifacts is very simple. You are given the Mage at the level 100 in the beta, and you'll be a level 100 when you approach it. There's an introductory quest line that takes you through the whole, like, Assault on the Broken Shores. If you check my stream past videos, you can see I actually have quite a few characters running through that particular scenario, which is really, it's a group scenario. It's really cool. After that, they send you to their class hall. You unlock the first weapon. The first weapon is just after you do a quest line, you are given it. After you hit level 102, you're given the other 2 quest lines that you had an option to choose beforehand. And you have to go through all the steps to do those. You'll go through the Frost quest chain, you'll go through the Arcane quest chain or Fire quest chain, and they're just like you would have had to do if you had chosen that weapon first. And that kind of makes it neat because you not only get the objective, you get a little bit of lore, you learn a little bit more about your character's class and where it's at in the world. And they send you to different locations. You might find yourself in the Nexus up in Northrend. You might find yourself in Eastern Plaguelands if you're a paladin. You might find yourself in some kind of weird evil dimension if you're a warlock. It's really cool. And one of the things that's amazing is that Blizzard has said that when this goes out, when you're level 100, you can play other level 100 characters through these beginning kind of zones, and then it's free. And if you want to take it out of those zones, then you got to pay them, which is kind of neat. You can trial everything out. On the beta, there's no penalty. You start at level 100, and so you just go right into it. Frankly, I think they ought to just make it that way from here forward. Is like you could start so many level 100s for, like, if you're a brand new character, and it starts a certain way. But if you go back to level 1 and level your way up, then you should get like extra mounts, pets, toys, really cool things that make it so that if you want to go back through level 1 through 100, you can, and you get good rewards out of it. But if you want to just start at level 100, you shouldn't have to buy the game and then buy the game again just to get a level 100 up. And I like the way they're doing the preview mode.
Yeah, but what it looks like to me is like if you start out, you want to start out as the one that you want to, the tune that you want to level up.
Absolutely, you will want to the way, even though it's very beneficial to let you do this stuff. Remember, the artifact power and these relics are very steep, and the requirements are pretty crazy. You'll see that when we switch to the fire one here. Anyways, just to show you some of the colors and the appearances of the beautiful arcane weapon. I love that new animation there. There's the blue, there's the white, and there's the green. Here's the Guardian Spire. Phew! Wow! Oh my, sexy weapon. Here's the Magna Unleash. Very, almost Pandaren looking. And then Egwin's Fall. Oh, I still have to say the Guardian Spire to me. That's the one I'm most inspired to play. Alright, and now we're going to take a look at the fire weapon. This is each weapon has their own special name too. It's pretty cool, and the lore behind it is amazing. So please do pay attention to the quest text, or you might miss out on something that you're going to need later. And what I mean by that is that when you get to max level, they start to give you these other quests that allow you to research your class hall, and those things allow you to unlock other things that you need to do in order to attune yourself for different heroic modes, different raids, different dungeons, different zones. And you also unlock these things called keystones, which allow you to unlock greater and greater difficulty rewards for 5-mans, challenge modes, etc. And the rewards of the higher difficulty are higher rewards. So it's all about how to really get your character geared. Here's the fire weapon. Flo Malorn. Beautiful fiery weapon. In this case, and while maybe the other ones I'm a little more indifferent to, I feel strongly that the fire weapon looks really good as orange skin here, the base default. The blue or purple skin, green, and a light blue. And then here's the Pride of the Sunstriders. I think I would want that one. Phoenix Rebirth. Oh, look at that. There's actually souls inside of that sword. I would want it to be a little more fiery. So for me, I would probably go with the red one. Lavaborn Edge. It's a little bit similar in my feeling here, but it's more fire instead of souls. It's really great. Personally, I still really like that orange one. All right, so because Orpheus is on and mentioned the water or the frost mage, I'll switch to my water bending spec here. And get back to the frost weapon.
Those are pretty cool, but they're a little less dramatic than the staffs.
Yeah.
Staves.
So, Delilah, did you find out where the vendor was for the respec?
No, I did not.
That is really strange. I'm really sorry. I don't know where he is. It could be that he's somewhere in here. It could be that he's bugged out and missing. The beta is so unpredictable. So I don't really know what happened to him. But if I find him, I could post an update, or I'm sure we can all find them on World of Logs, or Wowpedia, or one of those websites. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could have shown you that.
You'll figure it out.
So another thing you'll see, you get recruiters. So there's 2 recruiters or 3 recruiters in here. One allows you to recruit gnome alkalites. One allows you to recruit these water elementals. These guys are followers that are mercenaries to help your main followers and increase the success rate of your missions. Missions take garrison resources or order hall resources. You can see them up here in the top left of the screen. I've got 38 of them. They feel like you gotta grind. Now, I haven't done a lot. I've been doing so many other quests and so many other character videos that I haven't gone too deep in here, so I'm hoping that today's runs will see a little more lucrativeness. You can also see on my quest log, those are all the level 110 quests that you pick up after you hit a certain point in the quest chain and have accomplished things. Or here you see you get different class hall resource or order advancement resources. So this is a special spell I can spend. If I had 500 points or resources, I could switch between Arcane Providence or Frost Nova, and I can add these benefits to my NPCs that I recruit that allow the missions to do better. Another thing is that at your mission board, which is very lovely looking hologram here, we have these different missions that come up just like in Warlords of Draenor. Here are the followers. So right now I have these followers, these 4 followers. Very familiar if you know the lore. Kalik, right? He was in Sunwell. He was part of the Nexus Wars. Isara Veranda, I've never heard of. I don't know the lore behind this one. I'll have to go watch a Novel 87 video. Ravinder, this guy's been around before. I've seen that name before, actually. Archmage Modera, that is a very famous mage. And then down here, you've got Archmage Vargoth, who used to be out in the Area 52. Meryl Fellstorm is actually sick right now in the bed with a plague. Yeah, that was the guy I talked to a minute ago. You get an Arcane Destroyer, kind of like the one in Karazhan. And you get the infamous Millhouse Manastorm. And you see these all have like levels here, 109, 109. That roughly corresponds to when you get them when they are unlockable, but there's still achievements and places you need to go and do in order to get them. I haven't completely uncovered all that. You can see what their abilities are right here. So you can go on these missions, but again, notice I've only got 38 resources. The missions take 200 or 300. They're very expensive. Likewise, you can assign a bodyguard. You can pick one of these people to be your bodyguard, but it will take 125 resources. And if you take them into a bodyguard, they cannot do missions. So be very careful that if you use them as a bodyguard, you better keep them as a bodyguard because it gets expensive to add different people to this. But that being said, these make questing by yourself or with a friend even much easier. There's some great abilities that they give you as a bodyguard. This one, for example, will summon a giant dragon that puts a frost nova basically right in front of your feet in a straight line towards you and your enemies. And then this one over here is just basically he just follows along, or she follows along, casting spells and talking to you. Another thing I'll say about the artifact weapons that's pretty cool is that the arcane artifact will occasionally whisper you and say things to you. Like, you walk by Kirin Tor and it starts like bagging on the Kirin Tor. You walk past another famous mage, it's like, oh, I remember him. You know, like it's like got its because it's arcane, and arcane is more like of the mind. It has a mind ability, so it can talk to you.
That's cool.
I have not seen that effect in any of the other weapons. I think some weapons have some interesting features to them. So the frost weapon is very pretty. So on to the talents real fast. You can see what I did was pick the Lonely Winter, so I didn't have to have a water elemental. Cold Snap, because right now healing is a joke. Sorry to healers. I know you probably agree, though. The healing is insane. It is stupid hard. And while some of that could be spoken to by people upping their skill cap and trying to not stand in frost or fire, or trying to jump when the buff tells you to jump, and they're not doing that, at the same time, give a healer a help and cauterize. Cold Snap will allow your ice block to essentially cauterize you twice, whereas cauterize is just a one-time thing and it's involuntary. This one, it allows you to also block yourself because it is ice block. So there's quite a few times that I like to say I can cheese the mechanics by simply ice blocking out of some very devastating ability, or if the healer is out of range or I'm out of range of the healer, which is more accurate description, I can ice block twice with a 30-second cooldown in between. And so that means that within 90 seconds or 80 seconds, I can get 60% of my health back. Also ought to be useful in the battleground. I went with Encanter's Flow. I think this feels to me like the most organic. Yes, you can go with Mirror Image. Jury's out on how good of a DPS boost that is. Rune of Power. I've never liked Rune of Power because I have to stand somewhere. That being said, there are some fights which allow you to just stand there. In addition to that, the range on that it seems like it's a little bit better. I don't know, though. For me, this one feels like the best one. It's just you've got an ebb and a flow to your damage. You're going to do better on longer fights. Mirror Image feels more like a burst. This one has really, something that's always going, whereas this is a cooldown. Cooldown and an instant cast. So that means I actually have to push another button. Ice Nova sounded really cool. This is interesting. All mage specs have a variety of what this spell is, and a lot of the other characters that have like some sort of a stack or a combo have them. It basically allows me to get 2 charges of Finger of Frost instead of having to wait for it. Very interesting. This one might actually play out well, especially in burst, because you can get straight to the point, getting both those fingers of Frost up and then dropping them. Splitting Ice is what I went, though, because basically this just feels like what the old Mastery used to be. The next one, Ice Flows, is really good because if you're going to run around a lot and you've got casts, and you do here, you may not want to wait to cast out a Frostbolt or an Ebon Bolt. So this Ice Flows is nice. Feels a little bit micromanagey, though, and I'm not seeing that much of a need. I could spam Ice Lance during that time. Ice Ward. It just, for me, while questing, having the ability to freeze a target helps. Ring of Frost, very situational use, but definitely worth it too. I don't really care about this row. I honestly don't. I'm not really excited about any of them. I go with Ice Ward on pretty much every mage, but I really, it doesn't impact it that much. For row 90, I got Frostbomb is pretty interesting. That one might make its way back in. Unstable Magic is pretty cool. Frostbolt has a 20% chance to explode. I'm going to try that one out. Arctic Gale would increase my Blizzard, so I can understand if I plan on using Blizzard as an AoE, I would probably want to beef that up, and that looks pretty great. We create a larger area and we do more damage. Why does that doesn't sound bad to me at all? Um, I went with this because I anticipate not using Arctic Gale and Blizzard as much as I'm going to be spamming Frostbolts to fish for Fingers of Frost procs. Level 100 row, we have Thermal Void. This one's pretty interesting, but not interesting enough. Glacial Spike and Comet Storm are the two I'm choosing between. Glacial Spike will collect your ice lances, or icicles that form above your head, and then you can send out a mega icicle for that. And Comet Storm is like is a frozen meteor, essentially. So I went with the Frozen Meteor because it's instant cast, and it's not a targeter. You just target you don't have to get a targeting reticle like this. When you cast Comet Storm, it just casts it on your target, just like any other spell. So I can have my main target cast for that, and that's pretty nice. That's what I went with. At 110, you also get Honor Talents. And so this is an interesting thing. Big complaint that everybody's had pretty much since the beginning of Warcraft has been the PvP and PvE are so different, and if you buff one, you nerf the other, or how do you keep a balance? And to address that, they've now come up with Honor Talents, a different set of unlockable talents that reward you as you do more PvP, that allow you to get some additional abilities that you can use against your opponents. This way, a seasoned veteran isn't just going to get one shot all the time. Man, that looks amazing. I would love to turn my body into ice. That feels like Iceman in X-Men or something. These abilities look really, really cool. But I don't believe you can use these abilities outside of a battleground. I'm not really sure. It'd be interesting to find out. I haven't done much PvP on here yet because I'm still waiting for the balance to get a little bit more in swing on the side of favor of mages. And I never was really that great in PvP, so I do need it to be a little bit better odds of me succeeding than I currently have. So on my action bar here, I've just kind of set up all the instant casts and abilities, so pretty much I can get to all of them at any time. And then my cooldowns are over here, or my survivability things are over here. I got my two bubbles. I can make this a little closer. Time Warp, which is heroism, yes. CCs, okay, great. It's a pretty clean action bar. There really isn't a lot of spells in your spellbook that you need to carry around with you, which is nice. It's very truncated. You can see here's where the passives begin. It's an overall quality of life improvement to reduce some of those things. And then your character screen is reduced down to, you only see the stats that are really relevant to you. And of course, any of the titles you want. And then, of course, you can even have an equipment manager here, which is kind of neat. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get my friend over here and get her into the group. Invite her in.
1 second.
Okay.
Almost ready.
All right. I'm going to take her a second, and while she gets ready, have a little extra coffee. And leave the class hall. I'd like to apologize to Orpheus. I cannot seem to find that vendor. I don't know what happened. We'll either find it or we'll realize that it may have only been there for a little while. I don't know. I think it was removed and I'll add it back. Or it might be bugged. There's been a number of bugs. Looks like they fixed the zone in bug. Looks like they also fixed the camera angle bug. That was plaguing everybody. That's good. See, new Dalaran here. It's a new Dalaran. That's interesting. New Dalaran is here, floating over the Broken Isles. There's also a version of Dalaran floating over Karazhan right now. That's right. Let's let that sink in for a second. It's floating over Karazhan. Huh! Look at that! Oh my gosh! Look! There's a dragon. He's just chilling up there. It's part of the Ebb and Chill, the Frost quest here. Really cool. Alright, now it tells me to go to my class hall. We're just waiting a minute here for Dev to get back up on. I think she's getting something from Instacart. very mundane earthling thing. Alright, so I'm gonna go turn this part in. Yeah, let me just see if anybody in here knows. See if anybody knows. You know, this beta, the people have been super nice. Had some great conversations last night with some people. People are just being really nice. They're really happy. It's just a good vibe, you know, like when things are going good and there isn't insane stress.
Be well.
It's pretty awesome.
And you are.
Ooh, look at this. It gives you 80 artifact power.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Very cool. Yeah, and I suspect that if I switch specs around, I'll probably get additional quests for that, and we'll do those later. Right now, I'm really...
So what was that?
Ugh.
You get
I'm interested in getting this stuff, getting on and getting going.
Using it wisely is the
all right, I'm ready to go.
Ah,
Get it
alright.
on.
Did you log over to our guild and tell people over there?
I didn't. Let me do that.
Alright. So, yeah, and...
So I'm gonna have to
Yeah, that's
log
fine.
off to
That's
do
fine.
that.
So we're trying to get our guildies, if they're interested, to come over as well. And then we get going. So one of the things is when you get over 102, you're given a special quest that takes you to the Exodar. And when you get out of that quest, you're given this artifact called the Light's Heart. And the Light's Heart is actually a major artifact here, and there are quests that help you to heal it. You can see it's cracked and slightly shattered here. And as you look around the class hall, you'll see that there are other things that are not quite lit up. On day one, when I came in here, these shapes, these kind of hooky shapes here, had a portal in them. And you can see it was like a portal to each of the areas. So I'm not sure what you do, but eventually I suspect the mage will have a portal or a window into each of those regions around the world, and they've also left plenty of alcoves empty to add more if they wanted to. And that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of extendability here. And it's another recruiter. Just some really great stuff that has no significance now, but might later have significance. It might become clickable. It might reveal a trapdoor or another teleport to an area. Over here, this is cool. You can't jump out or anything, but out here is a kind of a simulation in this case. But you're in Dalaran. You're in that big tall tower in Dalaran, and this part here is not reachable from the outside. It's only seeable from inside the mage quarters. That's what I mean by kind of like a simulation.
Oh yeah, it's like
But you can see
way
the
up.
beauty of the top of Dalaran here. It's a very awesome update. If you remember old Dalaran, the center part of Dalaran was different. Pretty much everything else here is the same. There's maybe a few NPC changes and a few small changes, like the statue of Ronin over there. It didn't used to be there. It used to just be kind of like modern art. And you can see the Violet Citadel looks a little goofy, like it's patchy. It's not really set up correctly. But the middle tower here is definitely different. That used to be a park. That was the park that had the statue, where if you clicked on it, it would show you the final cutscene from Icecrown Citadel, where, spoiler alert, where Arthas dies, for real. Alright. And then over here in the class hall, you got different NPCs that give you quests, and then you got the targeting dummies, and the way the targeting dummies work is pretty interesting. This one here, Death Head, targeting dummy. This one over here, that's a tanking style one. That's lesser. That's 110. This one here is a greater one. It's got the 112, and then you have another lesser one here. Are you ready yet?
Well, I need to go to your Twitch channel to get the link.
Okay. Oh, and one other thing about the class hall is that they've added this chest here. Grand Challenger's Bounty. And it's a bounty chest like the challenge modes used to have in both Mist of Pandaria and Warlords. You open up this chest and there will be a treasure you get for completing that particular challenge with that particular keystone. You have a portal back. Oh, I'm invisible. Yeah, so you can see here that the tower in the middle still has a portal trainer. If you're a mage, you will definitely, see this. But I can tell you right now, there is no portal here to Dalaran, unfortunately. It's too bad they don't do it. At the same time, why would they need to? Everyone will have a Dalaran stone that you can use. So I can understand not wanting to have level 3 and level 1 characters running around here. It's actually a dangerous place. I think actually I take it back. It would be fun if you could be level 1 here, given how dangerous a place it is. And what I mean by that is there are NPCs here who aren't what they seem. No. First of all, you got some that are actually hostile. Like if I hit that accidentally, she could attack me. And she doesn't have a lot of health, but if you're level 1, that's pretty much a one-shot. Secondly, well, it's cool how that dragon stays there. Talnadris is my mage.
No, I mean on the live server. Green.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was Greek Fire.
Oh, yeah.
So if you click on that dragon, it will give you this buff, which will give you an extra 5% on experience and rep. It's pretty cool. Too bad that wasn't there when I was actually leveling to 110. It might be. I mean, they keep adding new stuff as we go. Here's that statue of Ronin. Fishing holes changed a little bit from old days.
I also said it in trade chat. I was like streaming the beta right now. So let's log out of here.
And we'll go back over here too. This is a graveyard. It's another little area here that is just kind of different. I don't remember this hole being here, for example. That might be part of a pre-launch event. Ooh, there is something new here. What's this? Rats. Alright. I can't... What, do I have to do? A pet battle or something, maybe?
Is there any way you can
Yeah,
turn
it's a
your
pet
mic
battle.
off over there, Jack, or not? The actual mic?
Turn which mic off? This
I
mic,
think that's picking up my voice too, but I could be wrong.
it's off.
Oh, okay.
I have it all the way down, all the way down. So there's only one microphone. You're speaking to the mic again, Delilah.
I'm getting a little bit of reverb, but that's not horrible. It just sounds interesting.
Oh, you might be getting it off of this microphone, and there's nothing I can really do about that one.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, you know what, guys? For the record, I am just not sold on pet battles. You can't convince me that that's a wonderful thing. I've just never been into it. Sorry, it's just not my thing. Alright. Yeah, just a couple more minutes. My friend will have finished up our round to tell everybody in our guild that we're going to be questing, and then we'll get out into the world. For the time being, I will hide those quest logs.
All right. I'm back.
Crisis Landing has changed. See, this tower has fallen, and there's a hole here, and you can fall off and die. And if you try to slow fall through that, you could get fatigue. It's so high up. I don't see you yet.
I'm coming on.
Okay. This looks like something's missing. Maybe there's a fire effect or some floating thing that should be there. This here is a portal for Shaman. It takes them to the Maelstrom, which is where their class hall is. Look, it's Innocent Jim. I don't know what that means, but there you go. And then we got the Flight Master. Take us out to all these areas. Quest-wise, at 110, you get this new area, this new thing in your map. This says you go to any of these 3 areas here and you complete these objectives. Look what you will get these different rewards. I have 2 days left before this resets. 1 day left, 17 hours. So one is a day, one is in the day that you're in, one is 2 days worth, and then the other one is up to the end of the week. And since the week resets on Tuesday, this will reset there. And so you have to do these things, and you just go around the world doing it. Complete any 4 world quests in Azuna. Complete any 4 world quests in Stormheim. Complete any 4 world quests, and then you get those rewards. And we haven't done that, so I can't really tell you what those rewards will be. All right, my friend is now on.
I am on. I'm back.
Note, if you're watching Racerhead, hashtag 1726. Please feel free to add me if you're on the beta, or if you're on the real server, it's the same battle tag. You can add me at any time. Alright, so I got Devox here. Come on out to Crisis Landing, and we're going to take a look at our map and go someplace cool, do some extra questing. In this case, I believe we will go to Highmountain. And why don't we go to Skyhorn Mountain?
How may I help?
Alright, do sub-quests out there? Or?
Yeah, we do.
Be careful.
There's still quite a bit. If you look at the way your maps now work too are just really brilliant. If you go to High Mountain, let's see, what was any of these High Mountain? Oh, Stormheim. All right, I'll get those, and not too concerned if I miss it for right now. It would be nice to be able to hide that sometimes, though. Like this would be cool if I could hide this, because it does kind of block part of the map. You can right there. Very cool. In this case, you can see here we've got these are world quests. World quests are different than regular quests. So-called regular quests have a yellow exclamation point or a question mark. World quests will have the brown circle around them, and they have objective-based criteria, or they're talking to people. These are very similar to the other types of objectives that you see. The bonus objectives have a slightly different... Let's see if I can find you a bonus objective here. Maybe in Suramar. Maybe in Azuna. Look at these. Even things like these are marked up. Danger, Torrentus, the Wardens. These are certain dungeons that you will unlock along the way. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can show you a bonus objective Chrome right now. They have a slightly different icon to them. Kind of like a square box behind them. So that's kind of neat. Let's see, there's another thing too to show you. Well, that's nice how they put the spellbook in professions like this. I don't remember it being like that before. It's kind of cool. In the map here, you can see Highmountain. We're 4 out of 7 chapters in, so we can just finish those up. We'll be doing great.
Okay, awesome.
Did you just say that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you ought to bring that just a little bit closer.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, I think it is.
Right.
Let's see if we can hear. We're going to do a quick sound check here for...
Testing, check.
All right, just listening to... I think you ought to bring that just a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think you're right, because there was an echo when it wasn't as close, so
Well,
that's helping.
part of it is these are directional mics, and so you want to point that
Yeah.
one closer to you and not have it angled back, or else it could pick me up. And it's the same thing for
Right.
mine. I try to keep mine is bent close to my... You can see it's got this little yellow or white thing that helps you to do it. Keep it bent and pointed at my face. Sounds weird. So, I will do my best to get Dev up to 110. Where are you
Close.
at right now? What's
See,
your...
I'm about, let's see, I'm 62% in, so I've got about 48% left to get to 110.
Okay.
So we'll definitely hit that today, and then
So a note about the UI also, just real quick. I don't know if you noticed this. I'm not sure if Ophelia or Orpheus is watching anymore. I appreciate you if
I
you're
don't know
still
if he's
watching.
there,
It's
but
amazing.
regardless, I'll watch it later.
You can see that artifact power instead of a reputation bar, they have an artifact power bar, and that is essentially the progress you have on your weapon. So as we go along, we will be picking up certain things along the way that give you artifact power, and that'll fill this bar up. And when it goes all the way up, it then allows me to upgrade the weapon. All right, so there's Devox, and just to make things a little easier for everybody, I'm gonna put a marker on her and a marker on myself, so it's easy for her to catch up with me, and it's easy for me to catch up with her. Actually, because I'm now Frost, I will go with the come on, square icon. There we go. Oh, it's the other way on this road.
Okay. Feels like Northern out here a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, looks
Well,
like
I mean, it's Northrend, but Northrend with Taurens. Look at the Tauren motif out here. Skyhorn, Highmountain. It is very Tauren 2.0. Take a look at the model there. They've got more of like moose-like horns. Tribal tattoo paints. I really hope that the Tauren model can get some of that love. That looks amazing. And alright, so where are we going? We're just going to keep going down. We're headed towards Razak. Alright, a nice little bridge. Again, look at that. Yeah, so you definitely the feeling. Actually, this even feels better than Northrend. Look at the mountains. And that's, I mean, in the terms of Northrend, which was more like Grizzly Hills and stuff like this definitely is reminiscent of it, but it just feels like the environment is so much better. You get the mists there coming off the waterfall. You can, just the water itself looks amazing. And just the depth and the placement of the world. And also take a look at the textures. There's not so much of that kind of, in the very, very far background you can see it, but there's not so much of that crazy, patterny texture stuff that you see. Let's add just a tiny bit of environment detail here. Go to 9. And go to 9. Apply. You see, just a tiny bit better in terms
there's
of
like
the...
a chest just sitting right here.
Where?
Something.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Delilah. So everybody gets these kind of soulbound chests. Soulbound chests drop these artifact power pieces. Here. They also drop junk. And now junk. It's interesting. Even gear that back in the old day, you used to get gear that wasn't any use to you. Nowadays, you get junk. I don't know if I mean, you still do get BOEs, but instead of soulbound gear that you just basically are stuck with, they make it easier for you to get mats, and they also make it easier for you to sell that stuff for gold. Now all they're missing is a vendor gray items button, which make things a lot easier. New Tauren totems there.
Oh, it's so lovely out here.
Yeah, so look at that. There's like a really super high point up there. Way up there, there's a bridge. Oh, I would love to get up there. Oh, wait.
There's a quest up here. Should I get it?
Yeah, get it.
Actually, I need to turn
I'll
it
join
first.
you in just a second. I'm gonna go get this foxflower.
Looks like I'm lagging.
I feel a lag as well.
Alright, maybe we should let it catch up. I don't know if we're really on right now.
Yeah, we may have just been DC'd. Yep, there we go. So DC.
That's what you see a lot on the beta, so.
Let's try to get back on. All right. Do I want to reset Scana? No. Wow, it put us back to where our getting the chest.
That's where we last were. We just didn't realize it.
Yeah, we didn't realize that whole time we were lagged.
Alright.
Hey, why don't you put the? Do you still have the link in your clipboard? Can you copy and paste it into guild chat and tell the guildies here?
Yeah.
We're in a beta guild called Oceanica. They are mostly Pacific time zone, but there are some Australians and other people from the that part of the world. I'm seeing a lot of Koreans.
Keep it real. Be good.
Got it.
Great to meet you. Safe travels.
I don't know if that really put. There we go. Oh,
Yeah, that's cool. All right, why don't you come on up here and turn in that quest?
I don't know if anyone's really on. Maybe we should get into a U.S. U.S.
Right.
based.
Yeah, there's only like one other person on right now. So yeah, we might switch to one
Yeah.
in our time zone. It's probably a little better.
It's oceanic right now.
Right, and then there's some quest people, so we're gonna go up there.
All right, I turned in this quest. I'm taking another quest. I don't know if you already did these or not.
I think I've got too many quest tracking, so let me turn off some of these mage quests and untrack them right now. Should have 2 quests here, right?
Yep. Well, I
Great.
think so, yeah. Yeah, a true hunter and critter scatter shot.
Yep.
And then
that's
there's
the
something
ones.
Newsy's reunion to turn in.
Wow, it feels like it's such a long time to make people wait to actually see me cast a frost spell. Ooh, there's an Etten behind you. Watch out. He's rare. Let's get him. That's pretty sad. The Discipline Priest is out DPSing me right now.
Well, I switched my spec to be more DPS oriented. For all the disc priests out there, and there are very many, because this has been so powerful. Get ready, because it's changed. Did I still beat you there?
Yeah, by a lot. Look at that. Look on the screen. You can see up there.
You can switch specs if you want. You can go back to fire. That's
No, I'm gonna stay on Frost for a little bit.
Looks like you're Arcane. Oh wait, I'm standing by
I'm
someone
Frost.
else.
Okay. What does this say
Totally
about?
someone
What about the
else.
rabbit?
He's
what,
Arcane.
what are we supposed to do about the rabbit?
Oh, let me see. Aw. I don't know.
These quest
Oh, wait, you can
objective
pick this one up.
clickers are
You
wrong.
can pick him up.
So I gotta find a different rabbit. That one's glitched or something.
Guess he's like not moving. Here's one. Hit this one. Oh my God, is that the rare again? Or is
He's not rare anymore.
Oh, weird.
No, but the rare chrome. Once you kill rare, the chrome around it goes away, and it just becomes a normal ad. It still has a lot of health, though. The heck? Look at that. Now, I mean, I know the Disciplined Priest is supposed to damage and heal, but twice the DPS? That just, to me... So, what I'd like people who are watching this, if anybody is, to realize is that nothing is, especially nothing that is we see right now, will really make it to the live server.
Well, some
Bastard!
will. Did he take your rabbit?
Man, what do you gotta take my rabbit for, chump? Like, come on, you can clearly see I was going for that rabbit, right? I'll let the disciplined priest who's doing more damage than me just take the ads and kill him.
Whatever.
So yes, I complain about it. I personally think it's pretty crap that you can't out DPS a disciplined priest.
You can your main spec's fire. You just have to fire.
But even despite what Dev just said there, I have been noticing, and a lot of people in the chat rooms talk about it too, that the DPS on ranged as a whole is really just crap right now. It's in the toilet. Meanwhile, melee is doing great. You got a fight, just drop a AoE and while you're running. And auto attack is great. And most tanks are out healing the healers. It's really lame. Like I said, not everything has made it out yet into the servers that need to be, and this is definitely not going to be the way that we have to assume that it'll always be.
There's some bunnies over here. Let's get them quick before someone takes them. No, that person taking the bunnies.
No! Go ahead, you get it.
You get it. They saw me running for it. They're like, oh no, I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna get this one.
I got 6 out of 6 rabbits.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them now. Look.
They stopped showing up. I get that dude off your face.
Here, I'll let you DPS it so you can...
Practice?
I like Frost, but maybe it's not like the strongest spec right now. Here's a bunny. There we go. I need one more. How many do you need?
I got them all.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm good on that one.
Alright, there's a little horde flag here. Some horde guards that's going up this way.
Okay.
Another horde guard there. Another one.
It looks all frosty. There's some barrels to get here. Oh, maybe. What do I do? Just like, let's see. There we go.
I don't know what that's for.
Guy. Threw it at a good guy.
Oh, I guess this is the wrong area for us right now.
Well, I can pick up these barrels, but I don't know if I have a quest here necessarily.
Right, I don't either. Throw your barrel away. Don't hit anybody with it.
Or I'll throw it at you.
Coming?
Yep. Yeah, it's not really... Not in combat, so...
Yeah, well, I saw the horde thing and thought, oh, horde base, but it might be in horde base. It's for alliance people to infiltrate and
Or it could be for when you get to 110, maybe.
I am 110.
Oh, never mind then. So let's see. Looks like... Oh, oops.
What's up?
Fix Something's chasing me. I'm gonna turn these in.
Have a good one.
What can I do for you? See you
Those things are
soon.
gonna come out.
All right, 199k DPS. What did I do? Let's do that more often. Ebon Bolt did 383 points of damage. Why is that? Let's take a look at Ebon Bolt and examine it
What's
real
your
close.
weapon?
It doesn't say anything else, like, you know, relies
Mustang
on...
pack leader. Well, you always want to do that on cooldown.
Sure, I do. Well, look, yeah, it says deals 159,000 damage every 45 seconds, so... like a hard cast pyroblast.
Are the pack leaders the doggies or the wolves or what?
I think so.
Let's see. Oh, here's one. The pack leader.
All right. That's a little better, 68k.
What did I do?
Okay, we did something wrong.
Oh,
You need to
They're not
use
supposed
the
to.
launcher here.
oh, okay. Well, that was.
You gotta go find a pack of these animals and launch the critters at them. There's a pack right there.
Oh, we have a launch the bunny at the. It's messed up. All right. It's really messed up. Sorry, bunny. I don't get it. It's still. Oh, are they?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Blizzard, this quest doesn't make any sense.
At the same time. Why would I want to launch a bunny at a wolf? Oh.
Perhaps I can persuade the disciplined priest to heal me.
Alright, maybe I'm gonna launch it. There we go. Damn, no. I'm still not. Oh, I did get two. Maybe you just have to launch it at it and then kill it.
Until it kills it.
No, I think you have to launch. I mean, I don't because I think that. Yep, I got 3 out of 6 there, so that worked.
Okay.
Here's one. Alright, one more.
It's like one more. Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Did you get them all?
Got them all.
All right.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
That's it, huh?
Guess so.
Okay, we're gonna fly to Nessingwary next.
There's still a quest to turn in Moosey's Reunion. I guess I never finished that, but
Where does that go at?
it's like pretty close to here. Hunter something? No, Thunder Totem. I don't have to do that.
Let's go do it. Thunder Totem is a good place. All right, here we go.
I think that was the quest that was glitched out, and then I waited to do it, and then you ended up doing it, and I just never did it. Can you make anything
Yay!
yet with your profession? Are you alchemist? Or?
Yeah, I'm an alchemist. I can make healing potions, mana
Just thinking
potions.
flasks, maybe, or
Not yet.
okay,
I'm still too low.
yeah. All right, let's go do this. I think maybe it's below me or above me. I can't tell. It's supposed to be like right here. Must be either above. I'm gonna go downstairs maybe.
It's not in here. There's a place in here.
Let me see. Doesn't. I mean, it is lit up.
Maybe downstairs then.
I know it says Moosey's Reunion, but maybe it is.
Moozy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs because I see
Okay.
I see something to turn in. So
Yeah, sticky keyboard there. Sticky keyboard, not because the keyboard is sticky. Get your minds out of the gutter, folks. Hold on. A second.
let me just jump down. Oh, here it comes. All right.
This is a bonus objective area for me for some reason.
Oh, it is. Maybe after I get
No.
the reunion going on.
No, you'd have to be my level.
I'd have to be
mean,
to
it's-
your standard.
That's right.
Where the hell is it? Okay. Well, now it looks like it's outside. Don't know.
Moosey's Reunion?
Reunite Ethel Waterwise with her family, if I can say that right. Is there a way to get out here? Huh.
Lead the way. Those are the
No, maybe.
3 scariest words that I have to say in Warcraft to Devanella. Lead the way.
Okay, let's go back up. I don't know if this is the right way, but still, let's try it. Cool background sound here. Alright. Okay.
No!
Alright.
I'm gonna die.
What did you
Oh,
do?
too slow on that slow fall. I gotta put that slow fall in a place where I can really see it.
Try to res you. I don't know if it'll work. Did that work?
No, it didn't.
me to come back down?
No, I'm cool. Just get your quest done.
Yeah, if I can figure out where it is. So while you're doing that. Let's see. Maybe is there an area where you can go up further here? Oh no, wait. See, it looks like it's right here. I got my camera zoomed all the way in, so it is supposed to be exactly like right here. I'm gonna just make sure it's not telling me it's in the wrong area.
Let me take a look at it too. Oh,
See how?
go inside.
Okay. Can't go in there.
No. Keep going.
All right.
Keep going. Nope. Keep going.
Where the hell do you go?
Nope. Keep going. That's right there. Turn right there. Go in there.
All right, maybe this was the right area. I'm confused.
Talk to her.
Okay. Thank you.
There's
for your
Muzi.
kindness. How do I reunite them? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. You may have to go out and find Muzi and then tell Muzi this is where you go or something. What's the quest text say? Now, a lot of times you get stuck in a quest, you read the text and it'll tell you how to get out of it.
All right, 1 second.
So while she's getting caught up, I'll be right back because what I need to do is refresh my drink. My lukewarm coffee has gotten to the point where it's the most disgusting thing in the world. Either cold or hot, but anywhere in between cold and hot, and it's basically liquid shit. I'll be right back.
It's not that bad. This looks trippy. I'm gonna go back downstairs and see if there's someone I need to tell to go upstairs.
Check your map too, your bigger map, and see if there's another circle that says you have to talk to someone. Maybe you need to talk to one and leave them over.
Yeah, I think that could be it. That's why I'm gonna go back down just to make sure. Alright. Does look like there's something down here, but let's see. No? Was it? Oh, wait. Oh, whoa, what did I just do? Well, I wanted to be closer.
Oh, I see.
What did it do? Why did it take me here?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, this is the Fury Warrior.
Yeah, I don't need to do this.
So, yeah, you need to go to the place where you turn request. Look at your map, show you.
Okay.
Anyways, if you look on your map, you'll see that there's actually 2 more steps.
Oh, okay, that's why I didn't get that. Alright.
Alright guys, so it turns out that Dev is in the middle of doing a part of the quest that I already had completed. She's basically right here, but you can't see her. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and, while she's doing that, I'm going to talk to this person. Oh, this is cool. Ha! Look, I get to be another a Tauren again. So folks, I had a video last week, and the plot of the video was I was making fun of Fury Warriors. I said, "Ah, Fury Warriors," and I actually used this mission here to talk shit on Fury Warriors. So what you have is Smash the ground in front of you looking for ore.
Rescue someone. Where are they?
This is so hilarious. The Tauren, I love this. Normally, I'm not a fan of something that takes me out of my character, out of control of what I'm used to. Like, you know, the fact that I'm a caster. But this, oh gosh, sorry, my lip was itchy. This is actually the most fun vehicle combat thing I've ever seen, even though it's not technically a vehicle. This is great. So. Let's kill this guy. This is really cool. They give you this cool little bonus objective thing. I wonder if if we're phased together or not.
Make sure you're watching your health.
I'm not even in my body.
Oh.
Oh, my health is going crazy. I gotta get out of here before they kill me. It'd be funny to do this quest and then put it up another one of those prank videos and be like, I'd like to show you the second spec, known as the... Look, I'm like a gold miner or something. It's better. It's not as crazy. Just jump in and like pull like 10 ads. That was nuts.
Alright, that was easy.
There's Tichondrius. I think I'm gonna leave him alone. I just completed it. And then if you look on the map, if this was one of the areas they were talking about, I would have gotten one of these filled in. But that's what a world quest looks like. There'll either be a person to talk to, which then sends you someplace, like a phase scenario, or it'll be someplace where you gotta defend somebody or run a gauntlet. So they're all over the world now at 110. You get them all added in. And I believe that they respawn. Or that is to say that that person will have an additional scenario for me at some point. Just because I've done them doesn't mean that's it. I'll never do the Tauren scenario again. That would be so sad if I couldn't do that. I like that Tauren scenario.
And when it says Tichondrius defeated, what do you do?
You go up and defeat him.
I don't see him.
You gotta look for him. He's down the way.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can get in there. Sometimes these people will let you... Oh, yeah, see, I can say... Show me their story. And now I'm just in the zone.
If I kill this infernal thing?
I'm headed your way. I'll tell you in a second. So hilarious.
Considering how overpowered this thing is, it's like,
It's nuts, isn't it?
yeah.
You're the Highmountain. I think you're home.
Messing with the tree guy.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be the king or something.
Oh wait.
And it's his story. You gotta understand, this is like a lot of other Warcraft scenario things where when you hear their stories are always blown out. Like, oh, you know, like, yeah, I killed 10 million of them, you know, like kind of thing. Notice where we're at. It is a phased version of Ajara. This is north of Orgrimmar and south of Winterspring. I think I see you now.
Well, I'm out killing this.
Yeah, that's you. Right there, right? Echo Row?
Yeah. Oh, maybe this is
No, that's not.
Oh.
That's a pit lord here. Do you see? Let me put a mark on my head. Maybe this will help you.
Yeah.
You see a skull on my
it
head now?
Yep, now I see it.
Man, this pit lord's got a lot of health. Can you heal, or what can you do?
Oh, no, I can't right now. Oh, wait, yeah, I can heal you. Here.
Please.
Can I heal you? If you can heal yourself. Oh, no, heal yourself.
I don't have a heal.
Before? What the
No
heck?
heal.
Let me try it again. It's not healing you.
It's alright. If I die, it won't matter. It's not like... It's not real death.
Where?
Here, just follow me.
Alright, follow.
There you go. He unsheathed. I mean, unleashed. No, we didn't. So look, Tychondrius is up here.
He's like chasing me now. You're like almost out of health. I'm gonna speed up here.
Isn't he up here somewhere?
Says he's like behind. It says he's over. Oh wait, here he is. Are you all right?
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about me.
All right, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna come over. This must be how it is to be melee. Just kind of swinging it. You're a big dick weapon with, and then spinning around.
See, they res you.
Oh right, I see.
You get stunned temporarily, and then you're resed. So, I cannot see
I
Tychondrius.
can't see anything now either. Like, oh, it reloaded. Maybe that was it.
Ooh, now you've gone empty. Like, or, oh, I see, you disappeared
I
already.
think they're doing something, or maybe it glitched out. I don't know which. Hopefully, they're teleporting me or something.
Oh, you've probably are you fighting Tychondrius right now?
I
or
did,
you...
and when I was doing it, it kind of like blacked out, and then couldn't hear.
Yeah, and
Okay,
now you're
cool.
back, and now you should be complete with that scenario. Here, I'll do the same.
awesome.
Leave vehicle.
I think that the quest items also upgrade to what level you are. So, like, if you're like level 109, it'll put it at 779 or whatever.
Yeah, it does some kind of thing like that. Yep.
Create haste. I'm gonna go haste. I'm gonna go 3. Yay.
Was that the quest you needed to get done?
It was one of the quests I needed to get
It didn't
done.
do the. That wasn't the Mooby one though, or whatever, right?
Still, yes. Oh, shit, I smell the water.
Where are we at on your progress? How far in are until you level?
Like that's funny because I got more XP by questing than I did with the dungeon. I have 5 bars from leveling now. There's a quest here.
I think it's the drums.
Oh, is that one I have?
Yeah, do it. It's a fun quest. You end up getting these drums here.
Oh, cool. Alright, so... Still don't know what the reunite with the family thing is. It's still not... Oh, wait! Oh, yeah, here's a drum. I see it.
Yeah, you're supposed to collect drums,
Okay.
and then you get also the reunite with your family one. I think you may have to go outside of this room to do.
Okay. How many drums do I need? Just one? Or? No, it says I need 4. I'm collecting.
of each, right?
I think I need 1 of. Well, maybe you're right. No, I think I do need 4 of each. I need a lot of drums.
Yeah, they're all over, including outside where I'm at and
Okay.
upstairs. Horsing around in World of Warcraft. We're touring around, huh? We're tearing up the place. Hey, go across this bridge right here. Come back. Come over here. Is that is something with Mubi over here or something?
I don't know. Wait, I'll see. I mean, there's food there.
Oh, there's a chest here in the water.
Oh.
Look, it's in this canoe.
Oh, weird.
Right here on the bridge. It's a canoe directly underneath the bridge. And be careful, there's a 110 fish in here, so what you really want to do if you can is land. There you go. I'm in this canoe right here.
Oh, I don't. It must be, oh, I see where you are.
Glassy, pristine water. And then there's these eels, and they're like 311,000 health. Level 110 heal. It's just crazy how much.
I need to go. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to reunite those people.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to probably do some extra. You may have to drop it and pick it up again to figure it out.
Maybe it's like glitched out.
What do you have next?
I'm just going to get my drums now.
Okay. Well, while she does some drums, let's come out here and kill some stuff. Why? Because it's fun.
Oh, there's another chest in here, it looks like. See it?
In the water? Yeah.
Probably already got that one. Oh, what the heck? Huh. Is reading that as a corpse and not a drum. Could report that right now, but. That's locked too. What the heck? Oh, maybe I've got them all.
Let's go to our inside where we'll get to rested, and maybe what we'll do is we'll bring back the water elemental and see if that increases the damage.
Are the drums also upstairs, or?
Yeah,
Okay, let me loot it that time.
they're
I
scattered
must have
around.
Just looted it or something. I'm gonna go upstairs. Be right back.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, So since I took it off of the lone wolf thing, I gotta bring up the turbo. Hey, there you go, little fella. And we'll see how this does. Maybe this might, a couple of changes to the spec might make a big difference in the DPS. But I believe they looked at that waterfall already. Guys, you see that? I mean, I think that does have an impact. And Ice Block will do the healing. Return of the elevator boss.
Not res them, unfortunately. Alright. Don't you have any food you could eat? Like, just sit down and eat?
I could. You can't eat in the middle of a fight,
No,
though.
I know that. But this we could learn a dungeon.
Okay.
The heck are all the drums? So Do these little dudes carry the drums? Is that
Yeah, the little dudes carry the little drums.
okay?
You guys hit pretty hard. I mean, almost every pull I have to sit down and... If I don't have my trusty pocket healer with me. So multi-tagging is out here where, you know, you can both kill the same ad. Okay. And the respawn rate's pretty crazy, as you saw there, too. This makes it easier for people to share an area or an objective.
Well met.
I see one more large one now.
Somebody just got flame scale, it looks like.
Is that like a rare
No.
or?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't even know what you were what I thought you were asking, but yes, it's a rare.
All right.
You get all of your drums?
I need one large one, and I can't find it.
There's one right here.
Where?
Isn't this one?
Maybe I should go downstairs.
Come
I'll
on
go
back down.
downstairs.
That's cute. Look, jump.
Where are you at? Oh, there you are.
Can you hear the drum
I
beat?
can, but I don't know where the big. Oh.
That's
here's a
because
big one.
that's because I'm jumping in the middle of the room.
Oh, that thing is an actual drum.
The floor is a
That's
drum.
cool. There we go. Got it. Yay.
That's really cool.
Alrighty.
It,
That's cool.
I've heard that drum for a while. I didn't put two and two together. It's funny. So what's up with your quest now?
That's it. I turned it in and it didn't give me another quest. So
Well, let's get some more of these progresses in. I don't know about Mubi. Forget it.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
just do
just-
something
let's
else.
Move on.
I know that Mooby was the cow in
Right.
Jay and Silent
Dogma.
Bob and Dogma. Maybe that's why it's called Mooby, because it is Tauren.
No, that was
That is
hilarious.
funny. Are you coming?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's this way.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got your minion out. Did you
Yeah.
try? Did you try Water Jet or the what's the talent?
No, I'm just gonna try one thing at a time.
Well, I mean, with that. You can
Oh,
also
I
do
went with
the,
bone chilling.
Oh, okay. They still don't have. I think it's called Ray of Frost, and they don't have the graphic worked out for that yet. It's
Right.
glitched, so it will look cool. Hopefully, when they get when they get it worked out.
Are you still with me?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't sure if it phased you or not.
Nope. What
You
area
go
are
into
we
is a
going to?
cave. Into the cave.
All right.
And
There is
through the
something in here to turn in. It looks like.
Looks like there's a quest right here.
Oh, there's
The
a quest
dark
right there.
times will pass.
Oh, there is.
Shiny
I
but
see it.
deadly.
Salama Ashalanore. We
There's two
will
quests.
have justice.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on one second. I gotta turn my fan down. It's making me cold.
Close the door too if you want.
Well, kind of leave it open because otherwise it gets too mucky or muggy in here for me. All right.
The reckoning is at hand.
Are you gonna come up here or did I go the right way? Looks like I did. Looks like you can also.
It's down.
Oh, it's
you gotta
down.
go down. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's jump in here. Where's my slow fall? There it is. Ugh. Let's put it in a really weird place. I usually keep dash and slow fall right here. This way.
All right. I need to.
Here's Soul Keeper
spec
Uriah.
back into my angelic feather. What?
You can't spec in right now.
Even in an area like that. Doesn't
Nope.
Make any
You have to be in a rested area. So you have to be in an inn or a town.
Is this like? Do I turn something in? It looks like I do, but.
You just wait here and listen to them
Oh,
talk.
okay. I'm not seeing them talk.
I see a question mark right here.
Or maybe it's above us.
They're speaking right now. Do you
I don't see it. Maybe only one person can turn it in at a time. Or
could be.
I'm gonna get this hat.
And then you turn it in right here to this person.
State your business. Remember the sun well.
Can you do it now?
It's not
Can you
even-
turn it in?
I can't even turn it in.
Did you have the quest?
Well, I mean, it looks like I need to turn something
Soul
in.
Keeper's Fate.
Yeah, but I need to turn something in before I can do this, maybe?
What does it say right now in Soul Keeper's Fate?
It says, the Soul Keeper's Fate, ready to turn in. Ready for turn in.
We will persevere.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know what happened there. That's where they are, unless your map shows them in a different place.
It looks like where it's supposed to be, but
Glitchy. It's still pretty glitchy. Shiny but deadly.
Oh, that's what this is?
Yeah.
I've-
Ooh.
Let's see.
History of the Aeons. Very
Oh,
nice.
sweet.
Huh. It's kind of like that. Cone of Cold is like the Dragon Fire. It's like all the mage spells kind of are similar now.
Right.
They're just slightly different in terms of like the timing of when you cast them. Ooh, that one dropped a History of the Aeons too. Man,
Ah,
some
you're
good
getting all
AP
kinds of-
here.
I need more of those. Right, because you're 110, and now if you're out in the world, they're gonna.
Here, there's more. They just
Reward you?
respawn. Yay, 107. That'll show Dev what's up.
That'll show that disc priest she can't out DPS someone.
Can't let the disc priests have their way.
Looks like it's out of range. Oops.
I got 7 out of 7.
Yep, me too. Oh, let's keep going. Maybe a little bit slight.
Well, I know I can drop it.
Yeah, he left.
There's one following you.
Oh, there still is. We'll get him.
Our enemies will fall.
Right, turn it in right here. Right?
No,
Shurelaron.
still can't turn it in. It's like, dude's just not. Oh, does he need to be healed?
Be ready for
Looks like he's
anything.
like low on health too to me. Look.
Maybe you have to heal him or something. I don't know.
It says, yeah, ready for turn in, but let me go upstairs. Maybe
Well, we'll try healing him first.
I did. You can't. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it won't let me do anything.
Okay. Well, lead the way. I'll
Won't
follow
let me turn
you.
in a quest to him or heal him.
Now I'm two steps of this quest ahead of you, and I don't know what to do.
How do I get back upstairs? I see. This way.
Radash Malinore.
This is how we go upstairs. I'm gonna run
Okay.
up here just to make sure. Yep, there is something here to turn in. Maybe that was the other quest, though.
Shurelaron.
Weird. I don't see anybody there.
You don't? So now you don't
So
see
it's
this
definitely
one, and I don't
because
see
I'm
that.
in a different phase than you.
Probably
It's either
because
because
you're
I did
level
this
10.
area already and you didn't, and I've got this as a bonus objective. It's kind of hard to tell if it's a bonus objective or not. Do you get the next quest or not?
Well, I mean, it still says I need to turn in something, so I'm gonna go up here and see if I can turn it in, maybe. I can't tell if
Now
it's
that you
above
turned
or
it in
below.
down there, do you see the person underneath, or do you see the turn in? Does it have a up arrow or down arrow over the dot?
This is down. Well, no, it said you were a down arrow. It's not telling me. Let's see.
I think you have to go back.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn that in, though.
Why don't you come back down to where I'm at and just try one more time? Now that you've turned it in, it might be present someplace.
Maybe if I leave the cave, it'll let me change my talent.
Nope. You have to be in a rested area to
Oh, so
turn in.
they're not gonna let you use, you know, you don't have to.
Nope,
use
not
dust,
anymore.
But you now have
You
to.
have to be in an inn. Like, you could have done it where the Taurans were, in that inn.
Okay.
You can't do it in instance. And the reason why she's tripping on that is because on the first week of the beta, you could. You can do it anywhere. And they've changed it since.
Now it's there. Now it's here. I can turn it in.
I
All right.
think I'm coming your way.
Yay.
Uh-oh, I
Oh,
got
now
some.
she's with me. Okay, cool.
Great.
Were they with you?
They are with me right now.
Oh, okay. Now I'm synced up.
The eternal sun guides us.
Okay. Lows are detained.
Yep, those are the ones we're after.
Justice.
Wait for
Oh,
me.
I detain him.
Wait for me.
All right, I'm not gonna do anything.
You detain him, I believe, by killing him. That's my theory.
Well, maybe we should check before. Oh no, I think you're right. 'Cause it's got this. You were right.
The demon is secured, that person said.
He's now been secured.
Just run past them all.
I'm gonna get on my mouth. Did you go down?
Up the ramp here.
You went across the bridge.
Yeah, and then on the left there's a ramp.
Okay. Standing in this
Man, he's hitting me. I've been up here by myself for a while, so that's
for a
why.
while, like 20 seconds.
The dark times will
Did I get
pass.
credit for that? Oh,
The
yeah, I did.
reckoning is at hand.
Okay,
Awesome.
stay with me. Damn, 101k DPS. Fucking discipline priest. Alright. Hey, before you pull, let me do something here. I'm going to switch to Arcane. Giving Frost enough fun. Now, you can switch specs. But you cannot have two of the same spec. You can't have two fire specs. But you can switch spec in an instance, which I think is going to... may actually play out in an encounter. If you're in a 10-man...
but not talents.
Right. In a 10-man, you might switch to Frost if you need more control, right? With the different Frost Novas. If you need more AoE damage, you might go with fire or whatever. I think there's going to be some interplay there, at least the way it looks right now. All right, let's get it.
We will
I was like
persevere.
DPSing it as much as possible. There.
I know, you were trying to, like,
Oh yes, a trinket. Thank goodness. My
what is it?
trinket
A versatility. Blech. Nasty
Intellect and
versatility.
I don't care. My trinket is like 715 right now.
The good news is that is a shitload of intellect and extra. Just what versatility is for us as mages, versatility essentially here will increase damage and healing done. It's just a raw additional damage thing. So I could get that to upgrade my 760, or I can get this to go with the
How much
773.
DPS did we do there?
You can see right there, you did 119, I did 106, but I beat you, but only by uptime, just a tiny bit of uptime.
That's amazing though that I did that much. Okay, cool. All right.
So that brought my crit down. That's weird. That is
Does
really weird,
versatility,
guys.
like increase your spell power or something now? Or...
For the
Oh god,
yeah.
let's do it again. Who's out? You're buff.
I'm doing like 73k.
Okay. Let's get out of here so he doesn't aggro on us again.
Hey, would you mind shutting the door?
Not at all. Let me just get out of here. So.
You can put it on follow. I'll lead you out.
Okay, let's.
I gotta eat anyway, real fast there.
All right. I'm following you.
Sweet little guy. Best little cat in the world has just joined us. Aw, sweet guy. Aw, sweet little guy. I don't know why these bushy foxflowers are not clickable right now, but they do seem a little glitched. Did you shut the door? It is cold. Aw, hello, friend. Hello, my sweet guy. Oh, this would be like a hell of a YouTube blooper if you like just clawed the shit out of my head all of a sudden. Like cat freak out or something. He is so sweet. Aw, you sweet guy. Aw. Hello, my friend. Hello. Mm. Alright, so we're going to be doing some Arcane here. Ugh. Oh, sorry, I had to wake up there. Just hanging out. 1 second, folks.
Whatever.
Should we like take a part 1, part 2? Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a bit of a break right here. It's a good spot to take a break. We'll be back with part 2 in, let's just say,
Five
about
minutes.
5 minutes. So I'll stop the
5
streaming, and then we'll
minutes.
start up part 2.